right, here we go. Number 6. In order to be a function, what has to happen? Yeah, that's the vertical line test, but I don't have a graph. So how do I look at it when I have order pairs like that? You are right, though, for number 9 and 10. What about it? No. Uh-huh. 6, 9, 10, and 14. Huh? We're just going to do them in a different order. Yeah.
I think it's you can't have a repeat in the x.
Jared, what is it?
You can't have a repeat in the x.
Very good. What are all my x values? 7.
1.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
6.
Beautiful. Do any of those repeat?
No.
So is this a function or not a function? A function. There you go. And then Tyler was telling us about 9 and 10. Tyler, go ahead and tell us about 9 and 10 with a graph.
The shape can't touch the y-axis lines.
Very good. So when we do a vertical line test, it only has to hit the vertical line once. No matter where you draw the vertical line, you can only hit it once. But number 10, do you see how when you draw the vertical line, it hits twice? So number 9 is a function, and number 10 is not a function. Y'all okay? All right. What about number 14? Did we go over standard form, or was that Friday? Yes, we did? Okay, wonderful. Standard form means that the x and y are where? On the same side. Which side? The left side. The x is already there. How do we move that y? You add it. Very good. Okay, x has to come first. Beautiful. Okay, there were 2 things that we learned about standard form, and we're going to learn a third one today. The first thing was you couldn't have any fractions, right? So like 16 and 17, when we do them later, no fractions.
The negative x.
No, you can't have a leading coefficient that's negative. Beautiful. Are y'all okay? All right, here we go. So then, what we at? Calendar. We got a calendar, right? All right. Tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow? Perfect squares quiz, 1 through 15, right? Okay, they are listed for you on the back of your learning targets for Unit 1. They are listed for you on the back of your learning targets for Unit 1. Unit 1, not Unit 2, Unit 1. All right, so let's look at the first one. You should know these. What's the first perfect square? What's the next perfect square? What's the next one? 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 16. Yeah.
5. 36. 49.
81. Uh-huh. Yeah. 4 more. 144. Yeah. 2 more. 225. That is your quiz tomorrow. Those are printed. All the 1 through 25 are printed on the back of your learning targets from Unit 1. Okay? No good? Yeah? No? All right. You will have 5 minutes to work these out. Okay? No calculator. Bless you. You just have to know them. Does that make sense to everybody? All righty. How in the world did you get that 36 is a perfect square? 6 times 6. How in the world did you get what 225 was a perfect square? 15 times 15. Y'all that make sense? So okay? All right. So that's all that's going on tomorrow. And then Thursday, what's going on? A test of 1 through 25, right? You will have a grand total of 7 minutes. All you have to do is list them, okay? So that's not going to take very long. And you have a very short, very easy quiz on just 2 sections. So I know it looks like a lot, but it's not. Are y'all okay? All right, here we go. We are going to have to fly. I need you to put those cell phones away, and I need you to stay with me today. So, what have we done so far? Have we done, I've got that we did page 1, is that correct? Do y'all have this? No? No? Okay. I don't know why. Oh, well that random piece of paper is in there for some reason. Oh, that's kind of weird. Okay. All right, here we go. We need to try to get through. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We need to get all the way through intercepts. It may not happen. We may have to do a little bit tomorrow, okay? Y'all look good? All right, we'll see the very first one. What's the very first learning part? All right, so here we go. You ready? Let's do these definitions first. What is a set of ordered pairs? Look at the title. Look at the title. What is a set of ordered pairs? A relation. Very good. All right, what about those x coordinates? What are those x coordinates? That's the domain. Very good. Yeah. And what are those y coordinates? That's the range. All right, now look at the title. Look at the title. A function has one x value paired with one y value, right? So you go into the homecoming dance, right? You got one person and another person that are going to the dance together. You can't bring an extra date because somebody's going to get mad, right? You got to have one and one. One x, one y. You got it good? All right, here we go. Let's look at this. Now, let me show you my trick. 1, 2, 1, right? You got one x and you got one y. 1, 2, 1. Does that make sense to everybody? One x and one y. Exactly. So, like, look. This 1 goes with that 1. It doesn't go with anybody else. He doesn't switch dates going to homecoming. He's going with that one person. Then you got 2 going to B. He don't go with anybody else but him. And then you got 3 going to A. They don't go with anybody else but that each other. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, now here's my play on words. You ready for the next one? On to. Yes. More than likely in there. Check, see. All right. So, do you see my play on words? Onto is onto, right? Because look right here. You see how the 3 and the 4 both go to the C? You see how something repeats? Does that make sense to everybody? All right, here we go. Let's fly. Ready? Are you written? All right, first thing it says to do is what? State the domain and range. There you go. Domain is all of your what values again? X value. All right, here we go. What's my X values? Yeah? All right. Are 6 and -6 the same thing? No, they are not. Britton, we got these Thursday, the day we took the test. All right, what about your range?
-1, -1, -7, 7, and -9.
Okay, we do not write them twice. Which one repeats?
-9.
The -9. So we're only going to write it once. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so then it says determine if the relation is a function. The function or not a function?
Yes.
Yes, it is a function. Please write the word function and not yes or no, okay? All right, is it 1-to-1 or is it onto? Those are the only two that we're going to deal with right now. 1-to-1 or onto. It is on to, right? On to. Why is it on to?
Because -9.
There you go. You've got 2 x values going with 1 y value. You got 2 guys trying to go with the same girl to homecoming dance, right? Not going to work. So this is on to. All right, number 2. State the domain and range. Here we go. What's the domain?
2, -1, -2, -1.
All right, we're only going to write it once, though, right? We already have the -1. We already have the 2. All right, what's my range?
-2, -1, 0, 1, 0.
Perfect, Danielle. Perfect, perfect. All right, function or not a function?
Not a function.
Not a function. And we are done. Because it said if it was a function, tell me 1-to-1 or onto. All right, number 3. How do you know which one's the domain and which one's the range? There you go. The first one is your x, which is your domain. Second one is your range. Now be careful. What is your domain for this one? 2, 4, negative 8. And be careful. What's your range? Nope. It's not 12. Why? There's no arrow going to it, right? They're going solo. Or stag is what we used to call it. You used to call it that? Did I show my age? Okay. All right, here we go. Function or not a function?
No.
It is not a function. Why?
There's two.
Yep, look at these arrows right here. One's going to the negative 4. One's going to the 14. So this is not a function. Britton, have you looked all through your notes too? Okay. Just pay attention and talk and get you out of step, okay? All right, here we go. Let's look to the next page, number 4. Y'all okay? Because the 8, it has 2 arrows. One's going to 14 and one's going to that. Yeah. Okay. All right, number 4. What's the domain? Yeah. And be careful. What's your range?
0, 3, 4, 6.
Perfect. Why not 8?
Because of those arrows.
There you go. There you go. What's wrong, baby? You okay? All right, function or not a function? It would be a function. And this is not onto because the 6 goes to the 1 and to the negative 1. That's 2 of them. So you have onto. What? I thought you said 1 to 1. Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. I swore you just said 1 to 1. I'm sorry. Okay, number 5. Here we go. There's that vertical line test. Y'all ready? Am I going too fast? All right, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Number 5. Here we go. Draw that vertical line. How many dots are in that one? 1. Draw this vertical line. How many dots are in that one?
2.
So that is?
9.
There you go, Jared. I'm glad somebody's got some pep in his step this afternoon. Y'all okay? All right, here we go. Let's look at the bottom. Our next learning target, after we determined if it was a function or not a function, then we were going to determine if it's 1 to 1 or onto. Then we were going to do what? What's our third one? Look on the paper up there. What's the third one? Evaluate functions. Very good. Very good. Okay, so I have 2 functions. I have f of x and I have g of x, right? Which one am I going to plug into for number 1? Why? There you go, right? What number are we going to plug in? Negative 3. Very good. All right, so here's f of x. 3 times x is going to become 3 times negative 3. And then minus 5. Are y'all okay with that? Really? All right, so what's 3 times negative 3? Yeah. And what's negative 9 minus 5? There you go. You do not divide by negative 3. That's not what that means, okay? So let's talk about what this means. It means when x equals negative 3, what does y equal? Negative 14. Right, y'all okay? All right, so let's look at this one. Which one are we going to plug into? G, right? Which is this one? No? Okay, I'll have to make you a copy tomorrow. Will you here Thursday? Did you take this? Okay. All right, here we go. So we got G of 4. And when we square something, what do we have to use? We have to use parentheses. There you go. Should you take all 3 behind it? Ma'am? Thursday after your test. Right there. You put, put. That's your learning targets right Whichever one on the bottom of that one, right there. Right, not right there. The bottom. That's where we're at. Okay, what's 4 squared? 16. And what's 2 times 4? 8. So what's g of 4? 8. So what does that mean? Do not divide by 4. What does it mean? When x equals 4.
Y equals A.
There you go. Y'all okay? All right, let's flip over. Okay, so what was f of x again?
F of X equals 3X minus 5.
And what was g of x?
S squared minus 2x.
Minus 2x. Okay, here we go. Don't let it freak you out. Don't let it freak you out. Here we go. Number 3. Number 3 on the next page. Instead of plugging in a number, on the next page. On the next page, we're on page 3. We're on page 3. We're on page 3. Page 3. Instead of plugging in a number, what are we going to plug in? Letter, right? A letter. A. So right here, f of a equals, can I do anything with that? I'm done. Y'all okay? Hopefully you get these notes. All right, what about this one? What am I going to plug in here? All right, and when I square something, what do I have to do? You got to use parentheses. There you go. Y'all okay? All right. Ooh, 5n squared.
25N.
Perfect. Because I used parentheses, it is 25n squared. Perfect. And then minus 10n. Are y'all okay? Okay.
So when you start something out, how do you square?
You square both of them. Yep.
Just-
Because this means,
Basically, you can square the 5, and you can't square the n.
well, you are squaring the n.
But you can't, like, actually, like, say, like, you have to keep the square in there.
Yes. Yes. Because, Danielle, this is like saying 5n times 5n is what that means to be squared.
Okay.
All right, so 5, 6, 7, and 8, be careful. They give you a new f of x, they give you a new g of x, and they give you a new h of x. Are y'all okay with that? All right, so that's your homework for tonight. And let's keep going. That was all that you missed on Friday, okay? Whew, we just did that in like 10 minutes. Are y'all okay? Are you sure? Okay. All right. If we have time, we'll come back and do that so you don't have homework, okay? All right, here we go. Let's look at this one. Vocab, here we go. You're going to have vocab. You are going to have vocab. So just get ready. You're going to have some vocab, okay? All right, here we go. What's the title of this one? Linear relations and functions, right? You got that in your head? Okay, keep that in your head. Here we go. Relations that have a straight line graph. What are they called? They're called linear, right? All right. Relations that are not linear
Non-linear.
are nonlinear. Whew, that was difficult right there, buddy. Let me tell you. All right. And they give you an example right here. X plus y equals 5. That's just an example, right? And then a linear equation only has addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? Well, not division of a constant, but. All right, here's what we need to know right here. We're going to make a cheat sheet in just a second. Variables cannot be multiplied together. And what else can't happen?
Or clear and six.
You can't have a variable in the denominator, right? All right, then it goes on to tell you a linear equation does not contain variables with exponents other than 1. And then finally, the graph of a linear equation is always linear. Well, actually, it should be a line because it says the word a, so it should be a line. Here we go. A linear, yeah, no, I just realized that. I mean, technically it's the same thing, but. All right, here we go. Here's our cheat sheet. You ready? Cheat sheet. Okay. What are there were three characteristics we just underlined. So the very first thing, what cannot happen?
It's not multiplied together.
Very good. Cannot have variables. What are variables? Letters multiplied together. All right, what's the next thing we cannot have? We just underlined it. Huh? There you go. Cannot have a variable in the denominator. And last thing, one more. Perfect. Cannot have exponent other than 1. Perfect. Good. And then you can mark out that last definition down there. We're not going to do that. It's the same thing. It's just linear again. Kind of redundant. All right, you ready? All right, let's look at number 1. Number 1, we're going to mark that out because that's just linear. It's the same thing we've been doing, okay? All right, number 1, it wants you to tell me if it's linear or not linear. Got it? All right, number 1, let's look at our cheat sheet. Look at our cheat sheet. Do we have any variables multiplied together in number 1?
No.
Do we have any variables in the denominator on number 1? No. Do we have any exponents other than 1? No. So is this linear or not linear? This is linear. And we only have to explain if it is not linear. Okay? All right, what about number 2? F of x is the same as what?
2 over y.
No. Like, it's the same as what letter?
Oh,
It's the same as y. There you go. But you are correct. It does equal 2 over x plus 6. All right, let's look at our cheat sheet. Do we have any letters multiplied together? Do we have any letters in the denominator?
Yes.
Oh, yes, we do. So this is not linear because...
There is a variable.
Very good. Very good. Did you see that nice sentence we wrote? Because is not spelled B/C. It's spelled out the way it's supposed to. Y'all okay? All right, let's go to the next one. Am I going too fast? Does anybody need me to slow down? All right, here we go. Guys, you know I don't like working all these with you, but we just got to get it done, okay? All right, what about number 3? G of x. What's G of x the same as? Y. Very good. All right, look at your cheat sheet. If you need to flip over, look at it. Do we have any letters multiplied together? Yes, we do. So linear or not linear? Not linear. Why? Give me a sentence.
It's not linear because the exponents are being variables.
Because the values are being multiplied. Very good. Beautiful. Ooh, what about number 4? Yeah? Very good. It is linear. But where is my... Okay, y equals mx plus b, right? Where is the x at?
Well, the x is just going to be 0.
Well, the x is not 0. What made the x disappear? Yeah. What made the x disappear, though? You are correct. But what made the x disappear here? The m? The slope is 0. Very good. So originally this was 0x plus 19, but that just reduced to y equals 19. Does that make sense to everybody on that?
Basically, it'll just be a straight line.
It's a straight line, just like Madison said earlier. Yep. All right, what about number 5? F of x is the same as y. Any variables being multiplied together? Any variables in the denominator? Any exponents other than 1? So linear or not linear?
Linear.
There you go. Beautiful. Look at y'all go. Y'all so smart. All right, what about number 6? Not linear. Why? Give me a reason.
Because the variable is cubed.
Very good. Because the x is cubed. Is a nice, short, sweet, simple, but still complete sentence version. Y'all okay? All right. All right, here we go. I know, I'm not letting y'all work with partners today. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get finished, though. Are y'all okay? Are y'all cool with doing this so that we can get finished? Okay. All right, here we go. Any linear equation can be written in what form? Standard. All right, there's 3 things about standard form. You know 2 of them. What's one thing about standard form? Can't be a fraction and can't be a leading negative coefficient, right? And we're about to learn one more. Greatest common factor can only be 1, right? All right, here we go. Let's look at number 1. Number 1, number 1, number 1. What do you have to move? There you go. Minus the 4y. So 2x minus 4y equals negative 1. All right, let's go through our checklist. Any fractions?
No.
Leading negative coefficient? No. Look at 2, 4, and 1. What's the only number that divides into 2, 4, and 1? 1. So we are finished. All right, it said to list A, B, and C, or identify. So what's A, B, and C? Yeah? Negative 4.
And then
Beautiful. All right, what about number 2? Oh, it's already plus. There you go. All right, so x comes first, guys. X comes first. Negative 2x plus 5y equals 3. Go through our checklist. Can't have a fraction. How do I get rid of that negative 2? Multiply or divide by negative 1. It changes all of your signs. And then 2, 5, and 3. What's the only number that goes into all 3 of them? 1. All right, what's my A, B, and C go? Yeah? Yeah? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, what about number 3? Ooh, there you go. You got to have the constant on the right. Bless you. Okay, here we go. No leading negative. No fractions. But they're all divisible by what, Danielle?
3.
They're all divisible by 3. Beautiful. So you have x minus 2y equals 3. What's my A, B, and C?
0.
Ooh,
1.
1. It's okay. And then, yeah? Beautiful. Awesome. All right, here we go. How do you get rid of fractions? Multiply by what? What's the greatest common factor between 4 and 3? 12. Now, here's where we went wrong on your test. You ready? You multiplied the fractions, but y'all forgot to multiply the 5. Okay, here we go. This is 12 over 1, right? So you have 12 times 3, which is?
36.
That's 36. Over 4.
That is 9.
That is 9. Do I need to go over that in detail? Because that is the one that so many of us got wrong. Speak now. Okay. All right, here we go. 2/3 and 12.
8x.
24 over 3 is 8x. Yes, sir, it is. And then don't forget this one. That's 60. And you're going to move the 8. The x has got to come first. Yep. And then Danielle told us to divide by negative 1 or multiply by negative 1. It's going to be the same answer. 8x minus 9y equals negative 60. Beautiful. All right, what's my A, B, and C? Yeah? Perfect. right, number 5. Here we go. You add the 9. Very good. I leave it like that, just like I did on number 4. But what's my A, B, and C?
0.
Very good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Y'all okay? Am I going too fast? No? Alright, last one, number 6. What do I have to do? 2. Add the 10.
And then you add the 6y.
Very good. I know I'm writing all these steps, but you don't have to if you can see what to do.
And then we got to divide by 2.
Why?
Because they're on the decimal.
Look at you go. They all have a GCF of 2. So what's my A, B, and my C?
A is 4, B is 3, and C is 5.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Y'all okay? Are you sure? All right. Last 3. You ready? One more page. Last 3. Okay. Here we go. It is not asking you to graph. Oh, I almost dropped all that. That would have been horrible. Whew. Whew. Got my heart racing. I thought about just dropped all that. That would have been bad. Okay. Here we go. All right, look, guys. It doesn't want you to graph it the way you normally do. It doesn't want you to find the M and find the B. So don't do that if you're doing that because it's going to be wrong, okay? What's it say to do?
Find an X and Y intercept.
And graph those, right? All right, here we go. X-intercept. When you see that word intercept, we've talked about this before. What number am I talking about when I have an intercept? Every single time. But what number? Think about where it crosses the X and think about where it crosses the Y. Think about ordered pairs. What number would they have there? They would have a 0, right? Okay, so we're going to, anytime you see that word intercept, you're thinking what number? 0, right? Okay, think about a number, any number on the x-axis, right? Give me any number on the x-axis.
6.
6, okay. What is that ordered pair? 6 and 0, right? Where is the 0 located?
Y.
In the Y. So we're going to go right here and we're going to plug in 0 for Y. If you are like, what in the world are you doing? There's another way to think about it. You have x-intercept, and what's the only letter left? Do you see a Y?
Oh, no, X.
So x-intercept, and what letter's left? X. All right, here we go. I know y'all are dragging. I know it. I know it. Come on. Come on. Stay with me. We're almost done. So you got -8 equals -4x. So what is your x-intercept? 2. So you go right here to x, and you put yourself a little happy dot. With me? Come on, we almost done. Stay with me. Come on. All right, y-intercept.
It's just that.
Think about it this way. When you plug it in, I know you know what the answer is, okay? But it's not going to be that easy on the other ones. So when you have this, what letter should be the only letter left with the y-intercept? The Y. So where am I plugging in the 0 for? There you go. And yes, I know that you know your answer is 8. Okay. So when it is written like this, it's a heck of a lot easier to graph the 8 and then go down 4 and write 1 and down 4 and write 1, correct? Y'all with me? However, look at number 2. Look at number 3. It's not that simple on 2 and 3. It's a lot simpler to do it this way on 2 and 3, okay? All right, here we go. X-intercept, right? What should be the only letter left? X. So we have 2x plus, how do I get rid of that y? That's the 0. Very good, right? which goes away. So 2x is 12. So x is 6. You want me to show you Smarty Pants something? Ready? Look up there. Look up there on the screen. Ready? All right, here we go. X-intercept, right? The y's going to cancel. Do you see how you can do that real quick in your head? You just cover it up. And what would x be? 6. That's why I'm teaching you this way, because this way is much easier when it is in, what form is this? Standard form. All right, here we go. Y-intercept. All right, Smarty Pants. What letter should be the only one left? The Y. Yes, sir.
Can't you do the same thing you just did? The Y.
I'll show you that. Yeah. All right. So look, the Y should be the only thing left. Cover up the X. 4, right? But you have to show me some work on a test, because if you get the wrong answer and you don't show me anything, I don't know what you did wrong, so I can't give you any partial credit, okay? So just do this. At least do this. And then I know you're a smarty pants, and I know that you know Y is 4. But at least show me that so I can give you some partial credit, okay? Because y'all some smart babies up in here. Like that, okay? Are y'all okay? All right, last one, number 3, then we're done. And then look, y'all still got some time to get your homework done. And then the only thing you'll have to do for homework tonight is study what stuff? Perfect squares. All right, here we go, number 3. Number 3. I would add that 6 first, make my life easier, right? All right, here we go. X-intercept. What's the only thing that should be left? The X. So cover up your Y. You got 3x equals 21. 7. See how you can do that in your head? Are y'all okay? All right, here we go. Y-intercept. Last one. Come on, guys. Last one. Stay with me. Stay with me. Y-intercept. What's the only thing that should be left? The Y. Ooh, that one's going to be a fraction. All right, make sure you realize that's a negative 4. So what's Y equal this time? What's 21 over 4 there? There you go. How in the world do I graph negative 5.25? Just a little past negative 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a little bit past it. Are y'all okay? And a little bit. What about me? I do. I'm going to hand them back to you. All right, y'all okay? Yeah? All right. So you have about 10 minutes left while I hand out your tests that you can be working on your homework. What page was your homework? Page 3, those bottom 4, okay? And then we'll go over it tomorrow. When you hear your name, come grab your test. Remember that we cannot go over these questions because what do you get to do? Test corrections. But you have 2 days worth of test corrections. What's the first day? Tutoring. And you go, Miss Blackman, I don't understand how to do number 17 on my test. We will not do number 17, but we will do as many problems like number 17 as you need. Does that make sense to everybody? And then what's the second day? You actually have to retake do the corrections. How long do you have to do corrections? 1 week. There you go. All right, here we go. Mike, Cole, Avinalco, Joseph, Madison, Sabrina, Jonathan, James and Maya, these are homework for today. Savannah, this is your quiz corrections. If you want to come look at it, Madison, this is your quiz corrections. Look at my notes and stuff in there. Madison, look at the notes that I put in there. if you don't have a question, you ask me. Okay. All right, Miguel, Bernice, Savannah, Deontay, Friendly. Andrew, Jada, Danielle, James, Juju, Jared. Have you finished your homework? This is the first thing, yes. Bella, Tyler, Abby Wilson, Britton, and that's everybody. All right, so make sure you check me. You ready? Ready? You with me? Stay with me. Get your test? Okay, make sure you check me. You ready? Got your calculators? All right, got your calculators? Okay. 1 through 5 were 2 points apiece. 1 through 5 were 2 points apiece. If you got a check mark, you get all 2 points, right? 1 through 5 were 2 points apiece. Number 16 at the very bottom. Number 16 at the very bottom of the first page was 4 points. 4 points. Everything else was 3. So 1 through 5 was 2. 16 was 4. Everything else was 3. Make sure it adds up to be that number at the bottom. Alright, go to the next page. Alright, number 21. Number 21. 21 was 2 points. Only 2 points. So you can realize why it was only 2 points. Number 21 was only 2 points. 25 and 26 at the bottom were 5 points. Because you had to solve it, you had to graph it, and you had to write every notation. So 21 was 2, 25 and 26 were 5. Everything else was 4. Everything else was 4. And then the last page. (27 through 29), those were 4 points apiece. And a lot of us need to go home and study about less than and greater than. Which one was and which one was or. We got those mixed up big time. Alright, number 30. Part A was 1 point, Part B was 1 point, and Part C was 2 points. Now let's discuss this Part A. You ready? Part A, where it says define a variable, and you put x equals days. Days of what? Days of how many days he went to see his girlfriend? Days of how many days he was sick? Like, days what? That doesn't make any, like, it's not finished. Does that make sense to everybody? So if it's marked through, that's why. Like, you didn't tell me all the information. Part B, I wanted an equation. This, look. I'm just putting random numbers, okay? This is what almost all y'all did. That is not an equation. That is where you worked it out in your head. That is not an equation. Does that make sense to everybody? So if you're wondering why it's flashed through, that's going to be why. We did 2 ATT problems just like that. And then the very bottom, I think only like literally 2 people got like Part C wrong because it was really easy, right? I was really good on that. But we just need to make sure that we're good on the other 2. All right, add them up. Make sure you give you all 3, give you the numbers on top of your paper. If you do not plan to do corrections and you want to know what you did wrong, just let me know and I'll tell you. If you plan to do corrections, I should see you when? Tomorrow during tutoring for 0 here, right? All right, if you don't have any questions, put them in the tray. If you got a question, just let me know. You not going there? But that's fine. I know we're not well. We only got 3 minutes. Do not lose school. I must have your test back in order for you to get a grade in the grade book. Yes, ma'am. Let me stop this video, Jen. I'll be right there, buddy.